Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, how are you today? Here me, teacher NUBAILAH HUFAIDAH binti Badrisha. Today we are going to continue our lesson on the same topic as previous. We focus on the topic on learning world. Okay, our focus today is reading. Okay guys. Okay, I will make some review from the videos made by Cikgu Darrel. Okay, I give you further explanation and review. Okay, let's continue guys.
Good day everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Cikgu Darrel, and today we shall continue on Unit 4 Learning World. For your information, this is going to be the second lesson, which will be on page 44 on your student's book. At the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify the writer's opinion. So as usual, before we begin our lesson today, let me go through with you first the framework of our lesson. First, we shall understand what opinion is in the forms of positive and negative. And after that, we shall read together about 4 schools in Liam Murphy's project and identify whether the opinions are positive or negative. Last but not least, we shall answer a few WH questions based on the text that you have read in Activity 2.
Okay guys, you have to get ready with your textbook on page 44. Okay, sedia dengan buku teks muka surat 44. Okay, to this activity first, you have to understand what opinions is. Awak kena faham apa maksud opinion. Opinion means pendapat. So, pendapat ni akan terbahagi kepada 2. Satu pendapat positif dan satu pendapat negatif. Okey, apa pendapat penulis tentang teks yang kita akan belajar? Okey, positif tu adalah pendapat yang baik dan negatif tu adalah pendapat yang tidak baik. Okay, and then number 2, you have to read about 4 schools in Liam Murphy projects and identify whether the opinions are positive or negative. As explained before, you read the text and you identify from the text whether the opinions, the writer's opinions negatif ke positif. Okay, penulis punya pendapat tentang teks tersebut, kamu kena identify, kena pastikan mana satu penulisan yang menunjukkan penulisan positif yang baik, mana satu penulisan yang menunjukkan penulisan negatif yang tidak baik. And then in activity 2, you have to answer WH question. Awak kena jawab soalan berdasarkan teks tadi, berdasarkan pemahaman awak terhadap teks tersebut.
Without further ado, let us move on to the first activity of our lesson today, which is to get to know what's an opinion. What's an opinion? In BM, opinion is translated as pendapat. Opinions are divided into 2 types. First is positive. Positive in BM means baik, whereby another type, negative, it means tidak baik in BM. Basically, there are positive opinions and negative opinions. Pendapat baik dan pendapat tidak baik.
Okay. Dalam setiap penulisan, writers will give you opinion in positive context and negative context. Kalau kita menulis sesuatu, kadang-kadang kita menulis dia dalam bentuk penulisan yang menunjukkan baik dan penulisan yang menunjukkan penulisan tidak baik. Okey, ada pendapat penulis tu, pendapat terhadap penulisan tersebut. Okey, how to identify, macam mana nak tahu hasil penulisan tersebut menunjukkan pendapat yang positif dan negatif. Let's move to the next slide.
Let us go through some examples of opinions here. We start off with positive opinion first. Science is an interesting subject in school. Students have to do hands-on learning like experiments in order to learn. It is fun. How can we identify this opinion as positive? Let's take a closer look at those words in yellow color. They are interesting and fun. Interesting in BM means menarik. whereby fun in BM means seronok. When these two words are able already to tell you that how positive the environment is in learning science, therefore, this is considered as positive opinion.
Okey, jika kita lihat perkataan interesting tersebut, okey, menarik ini dan fun, seronok. Okey, dia telah menunjukkan satu pendapat yang baik. So, automatik dalam teks tersebut menunjukkan penulis menulis dan memberi pendapat yang baik, yang positif.
The more positive words or adjectives used in an opinion, the more positive the opinion is. Next.
Apabila pendapat tu semakin banyak menggunakan adjektif yang baik-baik, yang positif-positif, yang bagus-bagus, tu menunjukkan pendapatnya positif, baik.
Negative opinion. History is the most boring subject among all in school. Students have to memorize dates of past events. It is not worth to spend the time doing so. Again, there are two words highlighted here. Most boring. Most boring in BM means paling bosan. Paling bosan. Whereby not worth in BM means tidak berbaloi. Tidak berbaloi. So how do you consider these two words as? Are they positive or negative? Boring is definitely a negative word, whereby not worth is also a negative word. So when we can see that there are more numbers of negative words in an opinion, therefore we can deduce that this opinion is negative. This is
Okay, semakin banyak perkataan yang menunjukkan negatif, okay, perkataan yang tidak baik, macam boring ni bosan, not worth ni tidak berbaloi, kita nampak pendapat penulis itu menunjukkan bahawa pendapatnya pendapat yang tidak baik ataupun negatif.
How we look at the opinions, basically whether they are positive or negative. Next, let us proceed to the second activity. Read and identify whether the opinions are positive or negative.
Okey, daripada teks-teks ini yang kita akan baca, kita akan identify mana satu penulis menyatakan pendapat yang positif, yang baik, mana satu penulis menyatakan pendapat yang negatif ataupun tidak baik. Get ready with your textbook on page 44.
This is a geography class in Bangladesh. The students are studying on a boat school. It's a great idea because transport can be a big problem here when there's a lot of rain. The boat isn't moving at the moment, but at the start and end of the day, it goes along the river to the students' village. So, what opinion is this? Is this a positive or negative opinion? Can you see the word that I have already highlighted in yellow? Great idea in BM means idea yang bagus. So since this is a positive word, therefore is a positive opinion. Next.
Okey, kamu lihat daripada teks tersebut. Okey, penulis memberi pendapat menggunakan perkataan yang menunjukkan positif, iaitu great idea, idea yang baik, great idea. Okay, this is a geography class in Bangladesh. Ini adalah kelas geografi di Bangladesh. The students are studying on a boat school. Mereka belajar di atas sekolah boat. Okay, it's a great idea. Ia satu idea yang baik kerana di Bangladesh akan menjadi satu masalah yang besar, big problem here when there is a lot of rain. Apabila hujan, dia akan jadi masalah transport untuk mereka ini pergi ke sekolah. Okay, the boat isn't moving at the moment. Sekarang ni, boat ni tidak bergerak. But at the start and the end of the day, okay, pada permulaan kelas, boat ini akan pergi sepanjang jalan sungai untuk mengambil murid-murid mereka masuk ke dalam boat ini. Dan at the end of the day, habis saja belajar, boat ini akan menghantar murid-muridnya pulang semula ke kampung masing-masing. It goes along the river to the students' village. Dia pergi daripada kampung kepada kampung yang seterusnya untuk mengambil dan menghantar murid-murid.
in yellow. Great idea in BM means idea yang bagus. So since this is a positive word, therefore is a positive opinion. Next, Eton College is one of the Britain's oldest and most expensive private school, and it looks like the students are wearing Britain's oldest, most expensive uniforms. Not very practical. They are walking to a lesson. This is a boarding school. Students study, eat, and sleep here. Not very practical is highlighted. Not very practical in BM means tidak berapa practical. Hence, we can deduce that this is a negative word. Therefore, the opinion is negative.
Okay, Eton College is one of the Britain's oldest and most expensive private schools. Okay, oldest superlative yang paling tua, most expensive yang paling mahal. Private school ni means sekolah swasta. Okay, here. Private schools ni means sekolah swasta. Okay, and it's like the students are wearing Britain's oldest, most expensive uniform. Kita lihat daripada gambar, murid-murid ini memakai baju yang style lama dan sangat mahal. Uniform ni sangat mahal. Not very practical. Not very practical means maksudnya macam tak practical lah. Macam pakai baju mahal semata-mata untuk pergi sekolah dan belajar. Kita boleh je pergi sekolah tak pakai baju mahal pun tak apa. Janji berpakaian yang kemas. Okay, kita pergi sekolah. So, it's practical. Tapi, dalam teks ini menyatakan pakai baju mahal, uniform yang mahal-mahal, it's not very practical lah. Bayar mahal. Tapi pergi sekolah belajar sama je macam tu lah. Means, the writer means. Okay. They are walking to a lesson. Diorang nak ke sekolah dengan pakai baju yang sangat mahal, most expensive. Okay, this is a boarding school. Boarding school means sekolah berasrama. Okay, students study, eat and sleep here. Maknanya kamu belajar, makan dan tidur di sini. Okay, itu maksud boarding school, sekolah berasrama.
These students in a Chinese primary school aren't sleeping. They are having a break for their maths class and they are doing eye exercises. It's important to relax your eyes when you're studying, and students in China do these exercises twice a day. Do you see any negative words inside here? No. There is a positive word instead. The word is important. Important in BM means penting. Therefore, we can deduce that this opinion is positive.
Okay, kelas. Ini murid-murid di China, sekolah rendah. Primary school means sekolah rendah. Okay. Mereka tidak tidur sebenarnya. They are having a break from their maths class and they are doing eye exercise. Mereka rehat seketika dan cikgu bagi mereka untuk buat latihan mata. Okay. It's important. Sangat penting bagi kita untuk merehatkan mata kita ketika kita belajar. And students di China ni, dia buat exercise ni, dia buat latihan mata ini twice a day. Twice a day means 2 kali sehari. Okay, the words important. Perkataan important tu menunjukkan sesuatu benda yang penting. Penting tu perkataan yang baik kan. So means this opinion is positive opinion. Pendapat yang baik.
This is my secondary school in Ireland. We're having a dance class and it's a lot of fun. There are a lot of traditional dances in Ireland. I'm not dancing. I'm watching the dances. Our teachers are playing the musical instruments. Again, a lot of fun. A lot of fun means sangat seronok. Sangat seronok is considered as positive words, and therefore we can deduce that this opinion is positive.
Okay, kelas. This is my secondary school. Ini adalah sekolah menengah saya di Ireland. Okay, we are having a dance class. Kami ada kelas tarian and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun yang warna kuning tu menunjukkan positif ya, seronok. Aktiviti yang menyeronokkan. Okay, so there are a lot of traditional dances in Ireland. Ada banyak jenis tarian di Ireland ni. I'm not dancing. Saya tidak menari. Tapi saya melihat penari-penari tersebut. Our teachers are playing the musical instruments. cikgu-cikgu kami bermain dengan alat muzik. Okey, kita lihat balik tadi dia kata a lot of fun. So perkataan yang baik means pendapat penulis adalah positif.
Now, did you realize the words in blue as we went through the text just now? There is board school. Do you know what does board school mean? In BM, it means sekolah di atas board. Private school means sekolah swasta. In this case, private school is not subsidized by the government, so you will need to pay a lot of fees if you study in private school. Boarding school subsidized by the government, so you will need to pay a lot of fees if you study in private school. Boarding school, in BM, it means sekolah berasrama. Primary school, it means sekolah rendah. Secondary school, it means sekolah menengah.
Okay. Okay, board school. Seperti yang kita lihat dalam tulisan yang berwarna biru. Okay, board school means sekolah di atas board. Private school, sekolah swasta. Sekolah swasta ni selalunya tidak bukan sekolah kerajaan. Okay, sekolah swasta ni sekolah berbayar. Kalau mampu, bayar mahal lah sekolahnya. Boarding school ni bermaksud sekolah berasrama yang kamu tidur, belajar dan tidur, makan pun di sana. Okay, primary school sekolah rendah. And secondary school means sekolah menengah. Okay, macam kita sekolah kebangsaan KOPOK is a primary school. Okay, sekolah menengah Kota Masai contohnya is a secondary school.
In blue when we were going through the opinions just now. Now let us move on to the last activity of our lesson today, which is to reread and answer the WH questions. So we are going to reread the text that we have discussed in activity 2 just now. The question here is, when is transport a problem in Bangladesh? This is a geography class in Bangladesh. The students are studying on a boat school. It's a great idea because transport can be a big problem here when there's a lot of rain. The boat isn't moving at the moment, but at the start and the end of the day, it goes along the river to the students' village.
Okay, soalan ni dia tanya when is transport a problem in Bangladesh? Bila orang Bangladesh menghadapi masalah kenderaan? Okay, okay. So as we read before, okay, selalunya orang Bangladesh ni dia menghadapi masalah ketika hari hujan. Bila hujan lebat, mereka tak ada macam transport tu akan jadi satu masalah besar lah bagi mereka ni nak pergi ke sekolah.
Is transport a problem in Bangladesh? As you can see from line 2 and line 3, it is stated that transport can be a big problem here when there's a lot of rain. Therefore, the answer should be when there's a lot of rain. Next, Eton College is one of the Britain's oldest and most expensive private schools, and it looks like the students are wearing Britain's oldest, most expensive uniforms. Not very practical. They're walking to a lesson. This is a boarding school. Students study, eat, and sleep here. Question: what is a boarding school? As you can see from third and the fourth line, it is stated that boarding school is a place where students study, eat, and sleep.
Okay. Boarding school means sekolah berasrama. As I've explained before. Okay. Sekolah di mana muridnya belajar, makan dan tidur di tempat yang sama.
Next. These students in a Chinese primary school aren't sleeping. They're having a break from the maths class and they're doing eye exercises. It's important to relax your eyes when you're studying, and students in China do these exercises twice a day. Question: how often do Chinese students exercise their eyes?
Okay, soalan ni bertanya sekerap mana murid-murid daripada China ni tadi membuat latihan mata dalam masa sehari.
So we can find the answers from line number 3 and 4 here. Students in China do these exercises twice a day. Therefore, the answer is twice a day. So that's the end of our lesson today.
Okay, class. We end our lesson here. Okay. Don't forget to make your exercise on page 44. Activity 1, Activity 2, and Activity 3. And after that, please open up your workbook on page 40, Exercise 5. Okay. Buat latihan buku teks Activity 1, Activity 2, Activity 3 dan workbook. Okay, I'll continue. Okay, workbook page 40, exercise 5. After that, you have to answer online quiz that I will attach in our WhatsApp group. Alright? Okay, I repeat. Our exercise will be textbook page 44, activity 1, activity 2, and activity 3. You have to write it down in your E1 book. And after that, workbook page 40, exercise 5. Okay, you have to write it down in the same book, E1 book. If you don't have E1 book, you may write the answers in E2 book. It's okay. Okay, and then you have to answer online quiz. Okay, and then send the marks and the finish answer, okay, in our Telegram after you make your self assessment. Okay, seperti biasa, lepas tanda pangkah ataupun betul, baru awak hantar dalam Telegram. Untuk aktiviti dalam workbook page 40 exercise 5 tu, I will send you the answers later. Okay, thank you. See you. Bye.